Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the convocation will now come to order. As Associate Dean of Admissions and Student Affairs at The Ohio University Heritage College of Osteopathic Medicine, it is my privilege to convene the 42nd Annual Convocation Ceremony. I extend a hearty welcome to the class of 2021. Including class members from all three Heritage College campuses in Athens, Cleveland, and Dublin. I'd also like to welcome all the family, friends, and distinguished guests we have here with us today. Joining me on the platform are many esteemed individuals who are here to welcome you to Ohio University, to the college, and to the osteopathic medical profession. Platform party members, if you will please stand as I identify your group and remain standing. Audience, please hold your applause until all guests have been introduced. I'm honored to welcome representatives of the Ohio University Board of Trustees and the Heritage College Advisory Board, representatives from the Heritage College's Society of Alumni and Friends, Board of Directors, and our Student Government Association, representatives of the American Osteopathic Association, Ohio Osteopathic Association, Ohio Health, and Cleveland Clinic. Academic administrative leaders and faculty members from the college and university, and our keynote speaker for this afternoon's ceremony, Dr. Roderick McDavis. Many other college faculty and staff members are here to extend their welcome and best wishes to you as well, including those based here on the Athens campus, those based on our Cleveland campuses, and also in Dublin. Faculty members and staff from our clinical training sites throughout the state who will play a critical role in your education in your third and fourth years. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you our Executive Dean, Dr. Kenneth Johnson.
Good job. Welcome, students, honored guests, and thank you, Dr. Schreiner. It is extraordinary to see so many family members, friends, and loved ones here, both in Athens and joining us online, as we welcome our newest class of osteopathic medical students to Ohio University, the class of 2021. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Looking at all of the new student doctors who will receive their white coats today, it's hard to believe how far we have come from the first class of 24 medical students who began their journey with us 40 years ago. The students here with us today are the future of healthcare in America. During this ceremony, we will present each of them with a white coat to mark their transition into the study of osteopathic medicine. We will also award the Phillips Medal of Public Service, the highest honor bestowed by the college. This award recognizes the accomplishments and contributions of outstanding individuals in medicine and public service. Today, we proudly continue our tradition as we present the Phillips Medal to a great friend and advocate of our college, Dr. Roderick McDavis, President Emeritus of Ohio University. I'm so happy to have you here today, Rod. So I'm going to go off script for just a moment. There's also another supporter that is here with us today, and I want to welcome Rod's wife, Deborah McDavis, with us. So Deborah, thank you so much for being with us today. Deborah has also been an incredible supporter and cheerleader for the college and for our students, and she calls them her babies. Class of 2021, you begin your osteopathic medical studies at an extremely important time in the history of our college and in our profession. Reflecting back on my own medical school career, I recall our dean saying, "When do you become doctors?" And of course, my immediate response was, "The day you receive your degree." And he said, no, it's the day you start your journey with us. You have recently begun that lifelong journey that will never end. It will be a wonderful journey full of joy and happiness, but also at times of fear and sadness over these next 4 years. You will also bond with your classmates and others as you encounter others that you encounter in ways that will, I'm sorry, I got lost in the script. And others you encounter in ways you will never will again. There we go. Hoo-hoo, got through it. I am incredibly proud that you have chosen to start your journey as physicians at the Heritage College. Being an osteopathic physician is a great privilege, and although I won't promise that your journey will always be easy, I can assure you that we here will do everything that we can to help each and every one of you be the best physicians you possibly can be. Since our college was founded, we have recruited students with a strong sense of altruism and compassion, as well as strong academic performance, and this year's class is no exception. So many of you here today, in fact, 92% of you are from the state of Ohio, and I think that's an accomplishment in and of itself. I am so incredibly proud of that figure as we work to ensure that the citizens in all parts of our state have access to the health care that they need. We are also committed to recruiting a diverse student population, and I am proud of our efforts on that front as well. This year, 22% of our incoming students are members of minority groups, and 27% are the first in their family to go to college, not medical school, college, and I am so proud of that. We are also thrilled to welcome the first 3 students to enter our medical school through our early assurance program, which allows selected students to earn their bachelor's degree from our EAP partner schools and their DO degree from the Heritage College in as little as 7 years. Students, regardless of who you are or where you've come from, we've selected you because of the potential to be truly outstanding osteopathic physicians. We are so looking forward to the great things that you will do. It is now my great pleasure to introduce Dr. Dwayne Nellis to his first Heritage College Convocation and White Coat ceremony since he's become president of Ohio University. Dr. Nellis.
Well, thank you, Ken, Dr. Johnson, and honored guests, family, friends, and colleagues, members of the Platform Party, our distinguished guests. I'm very honored to welcome the class of 2021 to Ohio University and to our Heritage College of Osteopathic Medicine. You're part of a class of 252 students who began medical school last month as part of the Heritage College's newest of students in Athens, Dublin, and Cleveland. No matter where you're taking classes, I welcome you to Athens today as members of the Heritage College and of Ohio University. You're now part of the Ohio University family. Ohio University, as many of you know, is Ohio's first university, established in 1804. What you may not know is that just 21 years later, in 1825, the Ohio University Board of Trustees recommended that a medical school be established on this campus. Unfortunately, that wouldn't occur for another 151 years when the medical school welcomed its first class in 1976. As the saying goes, good things come to those who wait, and the Heritage College of Osteopathic Medicine was indeed worth the wait. Throughout its history, the Heritage College has been a beacon, a true beacon of hope for the region, for this state, our nation, and the world. Now, through our 3 campuses, and I've had the privilege of visiting all 3 of our Heritage College campuses, we're educating an even larger number of physicians to serve the most pressing healthcare needs of the citizens throughout our state. Already, graduates of our medical school are leaders in every field of medicine. The Heritage College provides access to health care in some of Ohio's neediest communities, and around the world in places such as Ecuador and Botswana. The college's medical research programs address some of our most pervasive health issues. Our researchers' discoveries are helping physicians treat patients and save lives in cutting-edge ways. The college's mission of education, research, and service is built on the firm foundation of excellence by an outstanding faculty. Today, as you begin your journey, know that you're entering our medical school at a historic time. Together, we embark on a renewed era of excellence and unprecedented opportunities for our students, our faculty, and the communities we serve. The transformational gift of $105 million from the Osteopathic Heritage Foundation and significant support from the Cleveland Clinic and Ohio Health make possible bold, cutting-edge initiatives that strengthen our mission of service and our national leadership in our role for primary care medical education and medical research. To fully realize these opportunities, we need very talented people. We need excellent preclinical and clinical faculty, and we need passionate, talented, and committed medical students. You've taken on that responsibility, not just for yourself, but for our college, our state, our nation, and the world. You are the future of our world-class medical school. Through the fulfillment of your individual promise, we will collectively fulfill our promise to improve the human condition. Just as you've taken on great responsibility, we take our responsibility to you very seriously. The faculty and staff of Ohio University are truly committed to providing you with the nation's best transformative learning environment. I've had the opportunity already in just a couple of months that I've been president of Ohio University to meet a number of our faculty and staff, and they are truly distinguished. They are faculty that could be anywhere but have chosen to be associated with Ohio University. Your faculty members will encourage and cultivate your talents and expertise. You'll work side by side with researchers on projects that will advance the means to better diagnose, treat, and cure patients. Make the most of the learning environment that you have on every step. It's not simply a means to an end. All along the journey, you will change and improve lives, including your own. 4 years from now, when you graduate, you'll join a distinguished family of alumni among the ranks of the world's brightest, most caring, and most compassionate physicians and surgeons. We're very proud that you've chosen to join the Bobcat family and be a beacon for Ohio University. We welcome you. And now it's my great pleasure to introduce Dr. David DeScutner, our interim Executive Vice President and Provost of Ohio University. Let's welcome Dr. DeScutner.
Thank you so much, President Nellis. I'm actually very nervous standing here today. And I'm nervous because the College of Osteopathic Medicine means a great deal to me. And I'm going to explain that in a minute. But first of all, before I say anything else, I want to welcome all of our new students and your family members here today for this really, really wonderful event. You have a great, great experience ahead. I know that for sure. And what I really want to do is to encourage you. Do everything you can to make the most of this experience. I also want to take a moment to thank my good friends, President Emeritus Roderick McDavis and First Lady Emeritus Deborah McDavis. They changed this university in profound ways. Many of you have worked here for a long time, knew that we were a really good university. Mr. and Mrs. McDavis, and I should say Dr. and Mrs. McDavis, changed our sense of possibility. And that includes a sense of possibility within the College of Osteopathic Medicine. Their legacy is something that's going to endure, and they meant the world to me and everybody in this university community, and I couldn't be prouder to be here today with them. But I also want to take a moment to let you know why this college means so much to me. I retired after 35 years in 2014. planning to go off and be an early retired faculty member. And Dean Johnson got a hold of me and said, would you come and work with us in the College of Medicine? I thought about it for about a couple of days, and I thought, you know, I have a little experience with them. I taught in the summer program. I knew a lot of people there. I had great regard for Dean Jack Brose, staff members like Chip Rogers, Pat Burnett, but I didn't know the College of Medicine. Within 1 month of working here, I realized I'd made the best professional decision I ever made in my life to be a part of this college. What you're going to encounter is a world-class faculty. And please understand, that's not hyperbole, a world-class faculty. They're going to challenge you, and they're going to support you. They're going to push you, and they're going to be there by your side as mentors. You have a deep learning experience ahead. Please look forward to this extraordinary faculty. But you also have staff members all around this college who care deeply about you. They're going to inspire you to do better, but they're also going to be there for you when you need them. And more importantly, they're going to be your lifelong friends. And finally, leadership. Dean Burke, Dean Kirstein, Executive Dean Johnson, they are the reason why, along with everybody in this college, that Heritage College is on the move. And the great thing about them is they stay engaged with students. Every one of those deans continues to teach students and continues to inspire students. My time in the Heritage College ended when I became interim president of Ohio University. But I will always feel ever so proud of being affiliated with this college. And one of the greatest experiences was getting to know so many students in this college because of the way they go about their business, the seriousness of their enterprise and industry, and above all, their aspiration to be caring doctors who really, really listen to patients, who want to help patients become better. And what you're going to experience here are some of the values, and I really urge you to embody these values. Deep learning, empathy, inclusiveness, and fundamentally, as the banner says behind me, an ethos of care. Care for one another and care for those patients who are sitting in front of you. I can't tell you how pleased I am to be with you today, but I can also say with great assurance, the next 4 years are going to be transformational for all of you, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Nellis and Dr. Niskartner. We now convene the 42nd awarding of the Phillips Medal of Public Service. It was first bestowed in 1976 by the Ohio University College of Osteopathic Medicine, now known as the Ohio University Heritage College of Osteopathic Medicine. It remains the college's highest honor. The Phillips Medal of Public Service is named for the late J. Wallace and Jody Galbraith Phillips. The award was established to recognize the contributions of a couple who did so much for Ohio University, for higher education, and for the people of Ohio. I am honored to present this year's Phillips Medal to a longtime advocate of the college and the university, Dr. Roderick McDavis, President Emeritus of Ohio University. As a graduate of Ohio University himself, Dr. McDavis brought an undeniable love for the university and its students to the job as university president. During his 13-year tenure, he presided over a record enrollment growth at the university, while also increasing student diversity and scholarship support. Dr. McDavis, who played a major role in the college's growth and success in recent years, serving as a member of the Heritage College's advisory board and helping to raise our national prominence as a research institution and one of the country's top producers of primary care physicians. It is during his tenure that we received the transformational gift of $105 million from the Osteopathic Heritage Foundation and opened our new campus in Dublin and then in Cleveland. Dr. McDavis has received numerous honors and awards, including the Ohio Osteopathic Association's Meritus Service Award, the University of Arkansas's Silas Hunt Legacy Award, and a Leadership Ohio Award for Excellence. Dr. McDavis now serves as Managing Principal and CEO of AGB Search, a higher educational search firm in Washington, D.C. I am incredibly proud to call him my friend. I will now read the citation that is presented as part of the recognition ceremony and a framed version that you see behind us that will be given to Dr. McDavis. At the completion of the reading, Dr. McDavis will give us his remarks. Phillips Medal of Public Service, Roderick J. McDavis, PhD, in grateful appreciation of your active and visionary support of the Heritage College during the 13-year tenure as the 20th president of Ohio University, we are pleased to present you with the Phillips Medal of Public Service. While in office, you were dedicated to improving the quality of life of the people of Ohio. This unwavering focus on public service and social responsibility included strong support for the Heritage College's mission to train compassionate, committed primary care physicians, ready to practice in Ohio, especially in underserved communities. As the university's first African-American president, you were a living example of its commitment to diversity. You made increasing diversity among students and staff a benchmark of your administration, while working to maintain affordability of an Ohio education through increased scholarship funding. During your time in office, the Heritage College entered a period of transformational growth, unlike any in its history, with its record-setting $105 million Vision 2020 award from the Osteopathic Heritage Foundation in the opening of its 2 new campuses in Dublin and in Cleveland. As a result, we have been able to greatly expand the enrollment and to transform osteopathic medical education, research, and care in Ohio and beyond. You have been inspirational to our students, conveying to them your own deep belief in a life devoted to a greater good. Speaking in 2015 to members of the first class at our Cleveland campus, you chose to talk about one of your role models, the father of Ohio University, Dr. Manasseh Cutler. You told the students how Cutler, a revolutionary soldier, scholar, scientist, and minister, also became a physician simply because his town did not have one. It is in recognition of the spirit of public service, so in harmony with the Heritage College, that we honor you today, awarded August 5th, 2017. Dr. McDavis.
Thank you very much, Dean Johnson, and I'm almost speechless, which is rare, but I humbly accept the Phillips Medal of Public Service. I thank you, the Heritage College's Advisory Board, and others who were involved in the selection process for this year's Phillips Medal. To join the ranks of those who have received this most prestigious medal in past years is truly an honor for me. For the past 13 years, I had the privilege of bestowing the Phillips Medal upon outstanding individuals who have made many great accomplishments during their careers. I know what this medal stands for. So to have it presented to me today is among the greatest honors of my career. Before I impart a few words of wisdom to our new medical students, I want to join Dr. Johnson in welcoming our new president and First Lady, Dr. Dwayne Nellis and Mrs. Ruthie Nellis, to the Bobcat family. Deborah and I are delighted that Ruthie and Dwayne are the new First Family. We wish them much success in their tenure as the First Family of Ohio University. Truly, our Board of Trustees has chosen wisely. To Dean Johnson, members of the Board of Trustees, President Nellis, platform guests, family members, other guests, and last but not least, to the class of 2021. Congratulations for selecting the best medical school in Ohio and one of the best in our nation. You have chosen wisely. To be sure, the most important reason for our being here today is the presentation of your white coats. This is your day. The white coat ceremony was always one of my favorite events. It marked the beginning of a great career for our new student doctors and the start of another exciting academic year at Ohio University. As you begin your journey of learning how to care for and heal people, there are 4 thoughts I want to share with you this afternoon. First, remember, there is no substitute for hard work. Each of you invested countless hours of time to complete the courses required to earn your baccalaureate degree. Some of you had to stay up half the night studying because you didn't have time during the day or early evening to study. Maybe you were working. Maybe you were taking care of your children. Maybe you were caring for an elderly loved one. Whatever the reason, you were up half the night studying. Now you need to apply the knowledge you have learned previously to your medical studies. You will be expected to perform at a higher level of excellence than you did to earn your baccalaureate degree, because professors in the Heritage College will want to see you excel every day. Maybe you slacked off in 1 or 2 classes as an undergrad, maybe even 3. Well, that's over. So you must be ready to give 110% daily. Margaret Thatcher, former Prime Minister of Great Britain, once said, "I don't know anyone who has got to the top without hard work." That is the recipe. It will not always get you to the top, but it should get you pretty near. That leads to my second thought. Try to be the best physician you can be during your career. There are many important issues in our nation today, but clearly, healthcare is at the top of the list. In my opinion, great healthcare in our nation starts with great physicians. If we have great physicians, then people will have better healthcare. So you must learn all that you can during your medical studies to be ready to help your patients on day one. Then you must commit to being a lifelong learner in order to stay abreast of the latest discoveries in the field of medicine. You also need to get regular checkups to keep your own health in good shape. When patients come to see you, they will think that you know everything about medicine. I certainly think that about my physician. And more specifically, that you will know what's wrong with them and what to prescribe to cure them. Your challenge will be to keep up to date and to be ready to answer your patients' questions about their ailments with much knowledge and confidence. Too many people show up in the workplace and are satisfied with just being average. I'm encouraging you to wake up every day with the notion of being exceptional. There is something noble about trying to be the best. Dr. Benjamin Bays, former president of Morehouse College in Atlanta, once said, "The tragedy of life doesn't lie in not reaching your goal. The tragedy lies in having no goal to reach." It isn't a calamity to die with dreams unfulfilled, but it is a calamity not to dream. It is not a disgrace not to reach the stars, but it is a disgrace to have no stars to reach for. Not failure, not failure, but low aim is sin. Never, never stop trying to be the best physician that you can be. And know that if you are not able to reach the highest star, that's okay. Because touching one of the stars close to the highest star is pretty good too. That brings me to my third thought. Nothing will be more important during your medical career than patient care and bedside manner. Always remember that your patients are your highest priority. They come first. Patients' economic status should never determine the level of care they receive. When they come to see you, they are literally placing their lives in your hands. They expect to be treated with your best effort and respect. There will be times when you have to deliver distressing news to your patients. Do so with compassion. While they will be saddened by the unexpected news, their spirits could be lifted by how you deliver it to them. As Maya Angelou, a great American poet, once said, "They may forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel." Keep in mind that kindness, thoughtfulness, and warmth go a long way in all professions. My fourth and final thought for you this afternoon is to remember to give something back to your community. It really does take a village to educate students. Many of you attended public schools, colleges, and universities. Taxpayers supported those educational institutions at the local and state levels. That includes your parents and other loved ones who are here today. So when you graduate from the Heritage College with your Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine degree, and you will, volunteer to serve on the advisory boards of health-related clinics and agencies in your community. They need your presence, expertise, and support, and they would welcome your input. Or volunteer to speak in a K-12 school and encourage young people to become physicians. We need to motivate students in the next generation to become members of the medical profession. Mahatma Gandhi, former leader of the independence movement in India, once said, "The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others." Finally, you're here today in spite of the obstacles you faced getting into medical school. And I'm so proud of you for being part of the class of 2021. Let today be omega and alpha moments in your life. Let it be the omega moment or the end of your worries about being admitted into medical school. Let today be the alpha moment or the beginning of the rest of your journey to become physicians. There is so much ahead for you to accomplish in your medical careers and lives. So commit today to continuing to work hard, reaching for the highest star, providing the ultimate patient care, and giving back to your community. I leave you with the words from the last stanza of a Robert Frost poem entitled "Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening." The woods are lovely, dark, and deep, but I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Good luck and best wishes, class of 2021.
Thank you, Dr. McDavis, and congratulations on your award. My name is Dr. Wayne Carlson. I'm the Vice Dean here at the Heritage College, and I'd like to join others here today in welcoming the class of 2021 to our college. It is at this point in the ceremony that we bestow a time-honored symbol of the medical profession, the white coat, on our newest class of students. The short white coat represents the student physician in training. Upon graduation, each new physician will have earned the right to wear a long white coat. The story of how the white coat came to represent medicine in the 21st century comes from a brief but pivotal point in medical history. Up until the late 1800s, most physicians and practitioners wore black, as they were largely called upon to predict the natural progression of disease with little ability to impact the outcome. Joseph Lister and the science of antisepsis changed medicine, and the scientific method brought hope and promise to the field. Beginning in the 1890s, white coats began to appear in photographs and paintings of medical events, promoting the concept of cleanliness, hope, and trust. Most of us would agree that the white coat has come to signify the trust people place in us and the great responsibility that trust entails. While learning the scientific method and applying it to medical decisions is critical preparation for all physicians, the development of a standard of professionalism, compassion, and respect for the public trust is equally important. William Osler, MD, made his mark at the turn of the 20th century and is widely known as the father of American medicine. In his essay entitled The Student Life, he writes, "The art of detachment, the virtue of method, and the quality of thoroughness may make you students in the true sense of the word, successful practitioners or even great investigators. But your characters may still lack that which can alone give permanence to power, the grace of humility. We invite you to accept this white coat as a cloak of compassion and humility to guide your lives as physicians." It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Isaac Kirstein, Dean of the Heritage College Cleveland campus. Dr. Kirstein.
Thank you, Dr. Carlson, and welcome. Welcome. What a great day. You know, all of you out there are going to have to take care of all of us on the stage one day. And so we take this very seriously. As Dean of the Heritage College's Cleveland campus, I'd like to extend a personal welcome to you, the class of 2021. You're beginning your medical studies at an incredibly exciting time in our profession and in our history. We're really glad that you decided to join our Heritage College community, our family. Each of our 3 college campuses, the Heritage College campuses, has a unique personality, and it has its own characteristics. But whether you're a part of the Cleveland campus, the Dublin campus, or the Athens campus, we're challenging all of you to work together. Remember that you're all part of the same class, the Heritage College class of 2021. No matter which campus you're studying on, you'll be an integral part of our success. And we encourage you to share your ideas on how to make this experience better for the students in all of the locations. Congratulations. It is now my pleasure to introduce student Dr. Uliana Kaczmar, our student government president at the Heritage College Cleveland campus, who will be speaking today on behalf of the SGA presidents. Student Dr. Kaczmar received her Bachelor of Science degree in pre-medicine from Kent State University, and she's now a leader and a second-year student on our Cleveland campus. Student Dr. Kaczmar.
Thank you, Dr. Kirstein. On behalf of the Heritage College student government, I am pleased to welcome all the families, friends, and loved ones who are in the audience today. But most importantly, I would like to welcome our guest of honor, the Heritage College class of 2021. Student doctors, just 1 year ago today, I was sitting where you are, eager to receive my white coat and to spend the day with those that helped make this dream of mine a reality. That day represented a turning point in my life. By accepting that white coat, it marked the first step in the transition from being a student to a healthcare professional. From the moment you slip on your white coat, your life will be changed. You will have the ability to positively impact the lives of future patients. These patients will view you differently because of what the white coat symbolizes: professionalism, compassion, purity, integrity, and a lifelong commitment to serve those in need. Wearing this coat is both a privilege and a responsibility. Even while you are still a student doctor, patients will put their trust in you from the moment you walk into the room, simply because you are wearing a white coat. Take that responsibility seriously. You will see patients at some of the most vulnerable points in their lives. Treat each person with dignity and respect. Listen to them. Care about them. Earn their trust and learn from them. If you hold true to these things, you will encounter the many rewards of medicine. Of course, any meaningful journey is not without its challenges and its sacrifices. There will be roadblocks and obstacles, but there will also be stepping stones. Along the way, you will face many points in which you question your skills and your abilities, but always keep moving forward. One day, one step at a time. You have already worked incredibly hard to get to this moment. You have faced many challenges, but you have overcome them. Take pride in your accomplishments and thank those who have always supported you through the good and the bad. My parting advice for you, members of the Heritage College class of 2021, is to work hard, study hard, learn from your mistakes. Celebrate those small victories. Always carry a sense of humility with you. Never lose sight of what matters most to you, and savor each and every moment of the next 4 years. Never forget the reasons you decided to become an osteopathic physician. Think of the people whose lives you are touching as you provide hope or comfort in their times of need. Look ahead to those who you will affect throughout your entire career. And never lose your passion and your commitment for your patients as you use both your head and your heart to make them well. Congratulations, student doctors, and welcome to the Heritage College family. I'd now like to introduce Dr. Burke, Dean of the Heritage College in Dublin.
Thank you very much, student Dr. Catchmore. Just 3 years ago, I was a proud dean who had just welcomed the first class of students at the Heritage College, Dublin. I stand here today as an equally proud dean welcoming students from all 3 campuses as members of the class of 2021. As a Heritage College graduate myself, being seated where you were just a few years ago, I am awestruck when I have the opportunity to reflect on how far our college has come over the last few years. And I can't wait to see what the future holds in store for us. So welcome to the Heritage College. At this time, I would like to introduce Dr. Sean Stiltner, President of the Ohio Osteopathic Association and a 2004 Heritage College graduate. Dr. Stiltner is a friend and a strong advocate for osteopathic medicine who is board certified in family medicine. He is the Chief Medical Officer at Valley View Health Centers, a federally qualified health center. He also helps to educate our students as a clinical associate professor at the Heritage College. Dr. Stiltner also served our country as a medic in the U.S. Air Force and as a state medical officer in the Ohio Army National Guard. He recently retired with 26 years of military service. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Stiltner.
Welcome, future osteopathic physicians. It's my privilege to be with you here today as president of the Ohio Osteopathic Association to celebrate the beginning of your medical education. The OOA has a long tradition of providing the white coat you will wear over the next 4 years. Osteopathic physicians have a long and distinguished history of patient care in Ohio, and the OOA is proud to have been advocates for these extraordinary physicians and for the profession in Ohio. You are the future of osteopathic medicine. We are committed to your success, and we will be here for you over the next 4 years and beyond, providing extracurricular education, leadership, and networking opportunities. It is through these opportunities that you will discover the national leadership role that Ohio plays in the osteopathic profession. I wish you well in your studies. I wish you well to wear your white coats, and I look forward to working with you on your journey as you become osteopathic physicians. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Stiltner. Each year at this ceremony, it's almost traditional that somebody go off script for a few minutes. It's usually Dr. Johnson, but he's been well behaved today, so somebody has to do it, and I have selected myself for that role. I wanted to give all of you some heartfelt personal advice from years of experience, both personally as well as working with students for over 25 years. And my advice to you is to focus on taking care of yourselves. Take some time to eat right. Take some time to get some regularly scheduled sleep. Along the way, make sure you get enough exercise. And take time to really have some fun along the way, too. Spend time with family and friends. Practice being grateful. All of these things will allow you to develop resilience, and believe me, you'll need lots of that along the way. With that in mind, I'd like to indicate that I am delighted at this time to recognize the class of 2021 as we present each student with a white coat, symbolic of the tremendous responsibility that is incumbent on those who seek to enter the healing professions. Colleagues joining me to coat the students today are Dr. Susan Amadon, Dr. Jane Balbo, Dr. William Burke, Dr. Robert Kane, Dr. Kendall Cobb, Dr. Kelly Kuhn, Dr. Todd Chorba, Dr. Jennifer Dabro, Dr. Stephen Dabro, Dr. Andrew Gabriel, Dr. Saman Ghaffari, Dr. Ali Guo, Dr. Amber Healy, Dr. Gregory Hill, Dr. Joseph Hotel, Dr. Kenneth Johnson, Dr. Robert Uhas, Dr. Isaac Kirstein, Dr. Matthew Kunar, Dr. Ann Lombardo, Dr. Michael Likens, Dr. Margaret McKenzie, Dr. Frank Magro, Dr. Isabella Manzanillo, Dr. Charles Melman, Dr. Gregory Morrison, Dr. James Oakes, Dr. Kristen Oakes, a lot of coders, a lot of students, Dr. Rose Ellen Roach, Dr. Mark Rude, Dr. Philip Duke Starr, Dr. Sean Stiltner, Dr. Stephen Takis, Dr. Bruce Vanderhoff, Dr. Nicole Wadsworth, Dr. E. Vance Walters, Dr. Alan Wiggers, Dr. Ted Wimslow, and Dr. Jenny Zamore. Students, please follow the marshals as they direct you to the stage. You will advance 5 at a time. Dr. John Schreiner will announce your name to receive your white coats. Once the entire class has been coded, Dr. Greg Hill will lead you in reciting the Student Pledge of Commitment. Family and friends, we ask that you please hold your applause until all names have been read and all students have been coded. At that time, you can feel free to express your recognition. Thank you.
Student Dr. Johnny Abi Rashid. Student Dr. Emmanuel Akpan. Student Dr. Mohammed Al-Isa. Student Dr. John Allen. Student Dr. Caitlin Allen. Student Dr. Leila El-Masri. Student Dr. Stephanie Ambach. Student Dr. Jordan Ahrens. Student Dr. Janae Armstrong. Student Dr. Michael Baer. Student Dr. Wesley Baker. Student Dr. Rob Balsiger. Student Dr. Caitlin Bard. Student Dr. Kyle Barth. Student Dr. Eric Bachman. Student Dr. Caleb Beachy. Student Dr. Mark Bentley. Student Dr. Megan Baradinas. Student Dr. Bradley Billings. Student Dr. Taylor Bowl. Student Dr. Ryan Borga-Mentke. Student Dr. Nicholas Borky. Student Dr. Logan Brewer. Student Dr. Shelby Bridget. Student Dr. Aya Basati. Student Dr. Jonathan Burns. Student Dr. Jordan Burry. Student Dr. Nicole Buzalka. Student Dr. Aaron Kane. Student Dr. Sierra Catalano. Student Dr. Josephine Chen. Student Dr. Alexander Clendenin. Student Dr. Alexander Combs Bachman. Student Dr. Patrick Connell. Student Dr. Sarah Cremines. Thank you, doctors. Student Dr. Braden Kraus. Student Dr. Austin Cusick. Student Dr. Austin Daly. Student Dr. Devin Daniels. Student Dr. Andrew Dixon. Student Dr. Marissa DeSanto. Student Dr. Brock D'Angelo. Student Dr. Charles Doolittle. Student Dr. Rich Dowd. Student Dr. Tiffany Downs. Student Dr. Caitlin Eckert. Student Dr. Lakmal Ekanaike. Student Dr. Fawad Elabash. Student Dr. Avery Elfritz. Student Dr. Melina Fabry. Student Dr. Max Fahrenwald. Student Dr. Catherine Fasoli. Student Dr. Sierra Fechner. Student Dr. Nathan Pfister. Student Dr. Haley Flynn. Student Dr. Adam Frochek. Student Dr. Sarah Frazee. Student Dr. Jamie Freiberger. Student Dr. Michael Frerick. Student Dr. Sarah Gaston. Student Dr. Andrew Gregory. Student Dr. Suzette Grindle. Student Dr. Michael Grost. Student Dr. Ling Fang Gua. Student Dr. Zachary Hall. Student Dr. Clint Handa. Student Dr. Ibrahim Hanoush. Student Dr. Ebony Hayward. Student Dr. Brooke Heatwell. Thank you, doctors. Student Dr. Chelsea Herbert. Student Dr. Andrew Hill. Student Dr. Nicholas Hinkle. Student Dr. Wu He. Excuse me. Hu Wee. You think this is easy? Student Dr. Alexander Herrig. Student Dr. Abigail Jagger. Student Dr. Zachary Johnson. Student Dr. Pearson Huggins. Student Dr. Samantha Hudzik. Student Dr. Morgan Homan. Student Dr. Matthew Holcomb. Student Dr. Bradley Giroux. Student Dr. Morgan Jivens. Student Dr. Mauricio Jones. Student Dr. Paula Jones. Student Dr. Rajshri Joshi. Student Dr. Gerald Julian. Student Dr. Noah Kainrad. Student Dr. Vanneet Kayla. Student Dr. Madison Kaiser. Student Dr. Tanisha Kashikar. Student Dr. Nathan Katz. Student Dr. James Kaz. Student Dr. Haley Kelly. Student Dr. Courtney Kilway. Student Dr. Rachel King. Student Dr. Brady Kinsey. Student Dr. Stephanie Kries. Student Dr. Amoga Arsha Krishna. Student Dr. Ashwin Kumar. Student Dr. Brittany Cuss. Student Dr. Jason Loff. Student Dr. Ty Lee. Student Dr. Henry Lewis. Student Dr. Mara Leyendecker. Thank you, doctors. Student Dr. Caleb Lyles. Student Dr. Gregory Liller. Student Dr. Nicholas Liptek. Student Dr. Jasmine Long. Student Dr. Sarah Losey. Student Dr. Megan Lytle. Student Dr. Ashley Majan. Student Dr. Tamara Mahmoud. Student Dr. Melissa Malik. Student Dr. Joel Manzi. Student Dr. Angela Masood. Student Dr. Julia Maxey. Student Dr. Kushari McCullough. Student Dr. Jada Mehta. Student Dr. Anthony Malaragno. Student Dr. Alexander Merck. Student Dr. Lauren Mazarias. Student Dr. Camelia Milnes. Student Dr. Samantha Mock. Student Dr. Meredith Mahler. Student Dr. Adam Morris. Student Dr. Michaela Morrow. Student Dr. Emily Mortimer. Student Dr. Gina Moshella. Student Dr. Shayon Muluk Chowdhury. Student Dr. Colin Narestedt. Student Dr. Samantha Nandial. Student Dr. Emily Nelson. Student Dr. Alicia Geiger. Student Dr. Erica Newall. Student Dr. Colton Knopfs. Student Dr. Isaac Neowande. Student Dr. Chukwu Du Bayam Obi Anaha. Close enough? Student Dr. Nana Ama Ofe Ten Koran. Student Dr. Ifoma Okafar. Thank you, doctors. Student Dr. Joseph Abdul Ora. Student Dr. Francis Oswick. Student Dr. Kennedy Ovansare. Student Dr. Kevin Chase. Student Dr. Christopher Simperman. Student Dr. Robert R.J. Patterson. Student Dr. Jordan Patterson. Student Dr. Benis Pavazi Ian. Student Dr. Isaac Pierce. Student Dr. David Sullivan. Student Dr. Roberto Perez. Student Dr. Kayla Paff. Student Dr. Albert Phillips. Student Dr. Lauren Pidak. Student Dr. Nicholas Pochedli. Student Dr. Madeline Popil. Student Dr. Gerald Porter. Student Dr. Michael Piper. Student Dr. Mac Kenzie Reese. Student Dr. Chelsea Rambo. Student Dr. Noor Rame. Student Dr. Stephanie Raffri Rowie. Student Dr. Christopher Radlich. Student Dr. Nicholas Rocky. Student Dr. Adam Robb. Student Dr. Haley Reeves. Student Dr. Nathan Reynolds. Student Dr. Jacob Riffle. Student Dr. Ryan Wren. Student Dr. Quentin Ritter. Student Dr. Cassandra Roberts. Student Dr. Daniel Rochester. Student Dr. Alicia Rogers. Student Dr. Stacy Rowe. Student Dr. Ellen Rootring. Thank you, doctors. Other way. Student Dr. Shana Rood. Student Dr. Daniel Manzanico. Student Dr. Amy Melman. Student Dr. Avalon Reglabudo. Student Dr. Alexander Chorba. Student Dr. Christopher Ross. Student Dr. Zachary Ross. Student Dr. Haley Rossiter. Student Dr. Kristen Ruckstuhl. Student Dr. August Runyon. Student Dr. Julia Russell. Student Dr. Kamil Salam. Student Dr. Anthony Salvatore. Student Dr. Elizabeth Santucci. Student Dr. Ross Sattler. Student Dr. Michael Sauter. Student Dr. Kelsey Schaefer. Student Dr. Emily Schaefer. Student Dr. Briley Schaefer. Student Dr. Kyle Schmitz. Student Dr. Ryan Schrapp. Student Dr. Megan Schultze. Student Dr. Kelly Scruggs. Student Dr. Savannah Senior. Student Dr. Gul Shah. Student Dr. Sarah Sheldon. Student Dr. Yunja Shen. Student Dr. Amy Schuster. Student Dr. Jamie Sindlar. Student Dr. Lovepreet Singh. Student Dr. Shina Smith. Student Dr. Lindsay Snyder. Student Dr. Grant Snow. Student Dr. Gage Spears. Student Dr. Evan Springer. Thank you, doctors. Student Dr. Alexandria Degenhard. Student Dr. Spiros Gabriel. Student Dr. Nicole Ghaffari. Student Dr. Abigail Stanek. Student Dr. James Stott. Student Dr. David Strong. Student Dr. Stephen Swade. Student Dr. Cameron Swafford. Student Dr. Huang Ta. Student Dr. Jacob Tapper. Student Dr. Erica Tan. Student Dr. Alexandra Tavernier. Student Dr. Jolynn Taylor. Student Dr. Emily Thomas. Student Dr. Evan Tillett. Student Dr. Benjamin Topper. Student Dr. Christopher Tassino. Student Dr. Andrew Tudosi. Student Dr. Grace Magro. Thank you, doctors. Student Dr. Stephen Dabrow. Student Dr. Rosemary Oakes. Student Dr. Catherine Deegan. Student Dr. Gregory Turasini. Student Dr. Ryan Vagades. Student Dr. Mary Van Hooser. Student Dr. Jordan Voitush. Student Dr. Aaron Webb. Student Dr. Michael Wen. Student Dr. Brent Whitehead. Student Dr. Brandon Wilkins. Student Dr. Zachary Wills. Student Dr. Callie Willett. Student Dr. Lauren Wright. Student Dr. Charles Yancey. Student Dr. Justin York. Student Dr. Nikki Young. Student Dr. Mark Zamancic. Student Dr. Lisa Zimmerman.
Wait. Okay. And the crowd goes wild. That was the best part for sure. Thank you. Dr. Greg Hill will now lead the students in the Pledge of Commitment. Dr. Hill is a 1986 Heritage College graduate and past president of the Board of Directors of the Ohio University Heritage College of Osteopathic Medicine Society of Alumni and Friends. Dr. Hill is an orthopedic surgeon and directs the Orthopedic Surgery Residency Program at Western Reserve Hospital in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. He is a retired lieutenant colonel in the U.S. Army and the Ohio Army National Guard. During his years of active military service, he was twice deployed to Iraq and received the Meritorious Service Medal, the Army Commendation Medal, a Certificate of Appreciation, and the Global War on Terrorism Medal. He is past president of the National Osteopathic Medical Association, which advocates for diversity in the osteopathic profession. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Hill.
Thank you, Dr. Carlson. On behalf of the Society of Alumni Friends, I welcome you to the college class of 2021. I'm very excited. I see all the wonderful faces and the bright energy, and it just seems like yesterday since we were here. If you would, please join me in reciting the Student Pledge of Commitment. The text of the pledge is found on the card in your breast pocket of your white coat. Please stand and raise your right hand. Turn and face the audience and repeat after me. As I proceed down the long path of learning, entering this phase of education at the Ohio University Heritage College of Osteopathic Medicine, I commit to lifelong learning because I believe that each patient should be treated as a whole person with the physician serving to facilitate the patient's own natural recovery mechanisms. I commit to the philosophy of osteopathic medicine. Because I value the knowledge and achievements of those physicians who have preceded me and those who will become my respected teachers and colleagues, I commit to the osteopathic profession. By developing my skills with respect, compassion, and empathy for others, and by valuing cultural differences and diversity, I commit to the delivery of quality health care, to recognize both my weaknesses and strengths, to strive to enhance those qualities that will inspire confidence and outfit me for skilled, compassionate patient care, and to support and uphold the osteopathic profession and the principles upon which it stands. I do pledge. Thank you. Again, congratulations. At this time, I'm pleased to turn the podium back to Dr. John Schreiner. Thank you.
Congratulations, class of 2021. Thank you, Dr. Hill. I believe that each one of you will find the next 4 years to be rewarding. This concludes the ceremonies for the 42nd Annual Convocation of the Ohio University Heritage College of Osteopathic Medicine. On behalf of the college and the university, I wish to thank you for your participation in Convocation and in our educational venture. We ask that you please remain seated as the students file out. I hope you will now join us for a reception in the ballroom of the Baker University Center, where you can enjoy refreshments and take your own photos with Dr. Rufus and college-branded Care Leads Here exhibits. I also encourage you to follow the college's Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts to see a gallery of the best images taken by our college photographers here today. Should you choose to walk to the reception, signs are available to guide you. Shuttle buses also are available outside the Convocation Center. I now declare this convocation officially adjourned.